motherfucking truck is fucking got a lot of shit in it right now because I'm working out this motherfucker. I will be working out of van tomorrow, so let's get into it if you up. This would be for educational shit, so you know. We up on YouTube, man. It's your boy TRIBEBIZ, Wild Idiot. We about to get into him. Yo, how y'all feeling, man? Facts over feelings. Pull out. I want you to pull out your Google. I want you to follow me. We about to teach some shit. I'm about to teach what I teach on TikTok. I'm about to pull the same shit over here. I'm gonna explain to you some things that you may not have heard about. If you have heard about it, it's a motherfucker spitting this shit from me. All right. And the Chinese Underground Railroad is one of the things that I would like to discuss. We sitting there blowing right now. Y'all know how it is, man. Tune in. I don't have my screen share up, but I will have it up the next time I come through with more information on this situation. But I have all the information that you need right now in this situation. You just need to pull out your other phone or your computer and start so we can get in tune. Okay, so we looking at the Chinese Underground Railroad. If you want to look that up for me in your Google, let me know when you got it. Let me know when you got that Chinese Underground Railroad put up. You know, I see you getting your blunts ready. Make sure you got your computer, bro, because I just need the okay that we getting it together, because out of the people that's here, we about to get in tune, shorty. We about to get in tune on this information. You know, because I get tired of every day arguing with Hebrew Israelites, arguing with everybody about our history, right? Our history. This is our history. So now we're going to talk about other people's history, right? So we want to talk about the Chinese Underground Railroad that started in 1880. Of course, I don't have my screen share right now, so I ain't pulling it up. But if you pull it up, you can see the Chinese Underground Railroad. Now, if you read through it, there was an imaginary road that led from the north into the west coast and into Texas, El Paso, Texas. But if you go under and you look into the other places, they'll tell you it was a trafficking organization that were helping pull Asians, Chinese mostly, charging them $50 to $200 to pull them into America, to help them get into America. This was back then, the Chinese Underground Railroad. It was led by 3 people: Lee, Jim Bennett, and another motherfucker. You can look up Lee. I can't find Jim Bennett, but Lee is definitely someone you can look up. He ran this organization trafficking into El Paso, Texas in the 1800s. The Chinese Underground Railroad. And if you go under, it'll tell you smugglers. And the smugglers will pop up. And it will be Jim Bennett. And it will be Lee. They are the smugglers of the Chinese Underground Railroad. The Chinese Underground Railroad also smuggled in drugs. Drugs and people. Drugs and people. So when we look into the Chinese Underground Railroad, and the reason that I'm telling you, because I want to tell you about colonization of South America. Okay, what prompted the Chinese Underground Railroad, which is the same as the Trail of Tears. Okay, the Chinese Underground Railroad, I said again, it was the same as the Trail of Tears. It was a bunch of Asians living in America. They were laborers during the time that they was telling you was a slave. They were laborers working on plantations, working in the Sacramento Gold Rush, working in goddamn building a railroad. And then they came along and wrote exclusion acts: Chinese Exclusion Act, the Japanese Exclusion Act, the Filipino Exclusion Act. These exclusion acts, which the Chinese was one of the first, prompted them to sneak. It'll tell you right in the Chinese Underground Railroad, if you look it up, right up under where I say smugglers, it'll tell you It'll tell you that we were smuggling $50 to $200 to smuggle Chinese families in, and that we paid that after they paid the money, we would smuggle them in through Mexico. They would come in through Mexico and they would dress them like Mexicans. All of this is in the fucking just in Google. This you don't even gotta go find Google to find it, but I would prompt you to go further than Google to deal with this situation. I have the situation of the Chinese Underground Railroad. No one says anything about this shit. Talk about this African American Underground Railroad that was fake to me. That was bullshit. That was about a story with Black America, some bullshit. Some stage shit that cover up the Chinese Underground Railroad. The Trans-Pacific slave trade. The Trans-Pacific. Talking about the transatlantic slave trade. Slave trade. I don't give no fuck what type of records you do. You'll see that shit had nothing to do with America. It was the Trans-Pacific slave trade. And the Trans-Pacific slave trade dealt in cargo. Mostly Asians, some Arabs. But mostly Asians that they were bringing into Mexico. Caucasus Mountain Asia, Caucasians. That's what Mexicans are. That's what the Venezuelans are. That's what these people are that's in South America claiming to be indigenous. And things prompted them to come here. A boat brought them here. One of them was the Manila Gala. Then as they came here, they were sneaking into America, dressing up like Mexicans. Okay. So if you got the Chinese Underground Railroad, bro, let me know if you got this information that I'm putting out. I want to know if you're alone with me on this ride. Because I ain't got my screen. So I want to make sure you see this shit. Just want to make sure you see this shit. Because nothing that I'm putting out right now is fairy tale, a lie, a theory, or none of that. This is all real information. Now you dealing with the Chinese Underground Railroad. What the fuck is that? Just explain to me. The people that's what the fuck is the Chinese Underground Railroad? What the fuck is it? It's a smuggling and and they still doing it. Is they not at the border? Is they not in Mexico? Are they not trafficking drugs? Are they not trafficking people? They've been doing it under the Chinese Underground Railroad since the beginning. These are these people ancestral behavior. Ancestral behavior. Drug trafficking, human trafficking, getting motherfuckers in America. Isn't this the Chinese Underground Railroad shit? Isn't that? Isn't it the same thing happening again? People being smuggled in the country. This time, the law was doing it. This time, the government is doing it. Yeah, that's what's happening. That's what's happening, people. Yep. This what you didn't know, and I just want to put this out. You know what I'm saying? So you can do your research. You feel me? So when you hearing this shit, it's coming off TikTok. It's coming from me. All off TikTok from me. On my life, I didn't put this information out. That's a fact. Not your favorite podcaster, not your bullshitter. Do they talk about the Chinese Underground Railroad? Are they talking about the Trans-Pacific slave trade? Are they talking about the slave boats that brought the Chinese people over? Are they talking about descendants of other people? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. They not. They not. They know nothing of this history. They're not trying to tell you this history. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm willing to put this history with anybody's shit. And I would like these Hebrew Israelites, I would like these Moors, you know, these people that goes along with this Pan-African belief that these people are indigenous to the country. What happened to the 300,000 Chinese that came in? What happened to the 100,000 Mexican, Filipinos, Japanese? What happened to these people? What happened to them? What happened to all these people? What happened to them? Exactly. That's the conversation, bro. You know, when we talking about motherfuckers who point out our history, where are all the Asians hiding at? Where are all the Spaniards? Hundred thousands of Spaniards that took over South America and islands. Where are they? Are they John Leguizamo? They these motherfuckers. Exactly, bro. This would be something that I will be touching on later. I just wanted to bring by your eyes now because I've been bringing it up on TikTok for a very long time now, for a couple of months now. And I wanted to bring this up here. Smoking and shit, y'all know how this go. And I wanted to bring this to the light here and let you know about the Chinese Underground Railroad, the Trans-Pacific Slave Trade, the Manila Gala, which was the boat that was bringing the slaves over, the Asian slaves, to this country and showing you how they were smuggled in and out the country. You know, the Trail of Tears from 18 such and such to 1830. Yeah, and this just so happened 1880, they doing a mass deportation where they going after Asians to kick them out the country, and the Asians are running into Arizona, Oklahoma, and El Paso, Texas, where they running drugs back and forth. Drugs and people. And they charging, and they telling you how much they charging. And this is the behavior of South Americans today. And you telling me you don't know where these people went. Yeah, the people are Native Americans now. Yeah. The people are fucking Americans. People are fucking just natives now. They Mexicans. They not people. It's time to start pointing out other people's history. They got ours, right? They know who we are. They know who we are. Now we want to know who you are. Now we want to do your history since you got ours. Since you got ours so down packed that everybody kept a hold to where the Africans went around here, but nobody kept a hold to the Asian Americans, the Spaniard Americans, and they keeping a hold to them. They called them Latinos. Just for some reason, we think Latino is indigenous to America. Latin America means you got a background that comes from Spain. Spain is Latin. Latino, Latina, these are descendants of Latin people. What we missing at? What we missing at? What you missing just that part? Exactly. Blessing be to the tribe. Stay alert, stay alive. We will be back with more of this on this topic.